in today's video, we are here to check out a brand new game called Anime Vanguards, where today, I think you know the drill, we are going to be going noob to pro, completely free to play. Yes, that's right, I don't have any game passes or pay to win achieved items at all, and I'm not going to be needing any since we are going to be grinding non-stop until we can reach certain goals. For example, getting some of the best heroes, completing the majority of the story mode, and so much more. But just before we jump into this, just want to quickly say, if you do end up enjoying it and want to see more, then feel free to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And yeah, apart from that, we have a lot of grinding that we need to get started on, so let's jump right into this. So first things first, where exactly should we start off? Well, to be honest with you guys, I'm not entirely sure. There seems to be quite a lot of stuff in the main lobby and as well on the screen. Let's quickly go through them one by one. So there is raids over there, challenges, and as well evolve. I doubt I'm going to be able to have any access to them just yet since I am starting off, which leaves just two areas that we can access: the play area and the summoning area. Now these of course are straightforward, but just in case if you don't know how they work, pretty much over here, after getting enough gems, you can go ahead, summon some heroes, whether they are going to be good and rare, such as of course one of these mythicals, but then again you can as well get shinies and as well secrets. I see. All right, how much does it cost to roll one? So I believe we just have to press this. It's going to be costing 50 gems. All right, that's not too expensive. Right now, I do have 60 gems from just, you know, moving around the spawn. But I think we can get a little bit more. For example, this like plus group reward, I believe this should give me some. Yes, 250. And as well, I believe there are two codes that we can use as well. Let's see. So I believe there is release. Nope, never mind. Hold on, I think it is in all caps. Yes, it is going to be giving us 500 gems and as well 1000 gold. Use this currency to buy or craft several items. All right, and then as well we are going to be having delay, which is going to be giving us three super stat chips, which are used for rerolling unit substats. Okay, and as well a further 500 gems. Not too bad. Now with all of that done, we now have 1310 gems starting off, which means we technically have a solid chance of getting something good. In fact, there is a pity system up here, so we may get at least halfway to legendary pity. Let's quickly see and find out. So all right, we completed a bunch of quests, and all right, starting off, rare Sasuke, another rare. Come on, I won't see. All right, at least an epic. That's good, I guess. Rare. Come on, don't tell me I'm gonna have all rares and dupes. Well, that ended up happening. The best one we managed to get was Sprint Wagon, which I guess is okay, but I know for a fact we can do much better. All right, a new epic starting off. That is going to be really good. And then if I just quickly speedrun to the end, I definitely saw a few new epics. Inosuke, Kakashi, and Genitsu. Alright, then let's see the final few spins. Am I going to be able to get something good? Very last spin, we are ending off on a rare. Alright, that's not too bad since we did go ahead and manage to get some decent heroes. Now at this very moment, I do only have 3 slots unlocked, which means I do need to be a bit careful with who I pick. For the time being, let's quickly start selecting all of the epics. Maybe I'll go with Inosuke. Kakashi has some pretty decent damage, and then I think the Sprint Wagon is a support unit. He's going to be giving us money. Yeah, it says over here that he does 0 damage and 0 seconds, so I'm going to assume that he's just a support unit. And then we have Kakashi. Do I maybe have a better damage unit than Inosuke? 46 compared to 53. Alright, and then pretty similar ranges, so actually in fact I am going to take him off and put this Zenitsu on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the starting lineup, so I think we are ready to go ahead and do our very first story mode level. So let's see. So right now there is 3 worlds in total, each of them going to be having 6 levels each, I believe, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's Infinite and Paragon, which I believe is just like the nightmare mode. No, wait, no, this is nightmare mode. So maybe this is, I don't know, some kind of like super boss level. Not entirely sure. Let's just quickly head on in. We'll do normal for our first level and let's confirm and let's teleport on through. And there we go. Just like that, we are now in the game, and it seems like the enemies are going to be coming from this little ship over here. So let's start off by placing down a Kakashi right over here. That way he can start taking them out really easily. If we do want to go ahead and level him up, he's going to be costing 750 coins, which is pretty expensive. But then again, the upgrades are pretty insane. 75 to 94 damage, that's pretty cool. But hold on, maybe it might be best to place some of the units down that I haven't done yet. For example, the Zenitsu. It seems like that instead of Kakashi, who's an area attack one, he's kind of like a lane attacker. I'm not entirely sure what you call it. I'm pretty sure it's just a lane attacker. Let me know down in the comments. I suck at tower defense games, okay? But anyways, jokes aside, we now have a bunch of money, which means we can go ahead and I guess just place this guy over here. That way he's going to be starting to generate us a bunch of money. And in fact, I have literally over 3,000 now. So maybe I should go ahead and start upgrading this Kakashi. He now has a much larger range. But the big question is, when does he get like a super attack upgrade? Since I'm pretty sure, just like in most anime tower defense games, at a certain level, he gets like an attack upgrade. I'm pretty sure. And okay, it turns out that I was completely wrong. These units are not going to be getting attack upgrades at any level. In this case, they actually max out at level 5, giving these stats as you can see. So I guess that means all I need to do from this point forward is I just need to kind of like, I don't know, place them strategically. Maybe I'll place like a Kakashi there and then a Zenitsu here. And then from there, all I have to do, just spam this upgrade button. And then hopefully they shouldn't even get to these guys. But hey, hold on a second. A huge threat is incoming, which means I believe the boss is about to show up. Which is basically going to be the big test against, you know, whether we are going to win or not. So let's just quickly get all of these guys maxed out. And let's maybe even place a few more guys just so then we make sure we secure the win. Let's see. So Vegeta, I'm the real thing, the almighty, I believe it said like the Prince Lord. He has 2.57k HP, but it seems like that we are absolutely demolishing him. Nice. And just like that, the first round, I believe, is all done and dusted. Yes, it is. And oh wow, okay, it seems like that this singular round alone managed to give me 160 gems, 100 gold, and as well 6 senzu beans, which apparently grant 20 XP to each of your units. In this case, actually, my units managed to reach level 2, which is not too bad. And I think if I was able to do this level one more time, I should easily be able to get them to level 3. But before we go ahead and jump right into the next level, I do want to first return to the lobby and check something. Yeah, it turns out that apparently some stuff that I did before were actually requirements for completing certain quests. So let's just quickly claim some of these rewards. And as well, I'm pretty sure we completed some achievements as well. Awesome. Not only that, I'm pretty sure that I am close to unlocking some stuff over here at the level milestones, since I was told that apparently this is really good. Yeah, apparently if I reach level 5, right now I'm level 1, we will get some pretty OP rewards. I'm definitely liking those 400 gems. And then it seems like every single time we go up by 5 levels, we're going to be getting like basically the same rewards plus extra, with of course the maximum rewards being level 100. Now in order to do that, we need to continue and go ahead and do a bunch more of the story mode, which pretty much means I need to speedrun my way through this. So yeah, let me just get back to grinding and I will catch you guys once either A, I reach the Sand Village, or B, I get enough gems in order to roll for a legendary. Whichever one comes first. And okay, just like that, Act 6 is now complete, which means we should now have the Sand Village unlocked. Let's have a look and see. So yes, the Sand Village is now unlocked, which is awesome. And as well, we have now unlocked Infinite mode, and we should be unlocking the Paragon mode soon. Not entirely sure how exactly we unlock this Paragon mode, but maybe it has something to do with reaching a certain infinite level. I guess we'll find out soon, since for the time being, we have something else that we need to focus on. Now that thing is going to be found at the very bottom of our screen. as you can see, I have saved up 5k of the gems, which by the way, if you're wondering how on earth do I have so much, I kind of just went around and, you know, claimed a bunch of stuff. For example, I claimed the leveling milestone, which gave me a nice 400. Not only that, I also claimed from the battle pass. I completed a bunch of quests. In fact, I can claim another extra 100 from just completing this weekly one. So there we go. Now we're at 5,100, and now with that amount of gems we should have a chance of getting something good. In fact, yes, we have more than enough in order to hit the legendary pity, but if luck is going to be on our side, we can even get one of these mythicals. So let me just quickly speedrun open these. And oh, first 10 rolls in and we've already gotten a legendary. Now that is awesome. Can we get another? There we go. That's what we like to see. We got another legendary. This time it's going to be Agony, or in other words, pain. And then in our very final roll, we managed to get our third legendary, which is going to be this Grimoire. Now the big question is, out of these three, which one is going to be going on our setup? Well, to be honest, it seems like they are relatively the same. I mean, obviously price-wise, but it seems like when it comes to damage, this Grimoire wins by a long shot. But then again, looks can be deceiving. He could have a really high DPS, but maybe, I don't know, his range is absolutely trash. Let me quickly look up a tier list and let's find out. Alright, so in this case, we are going to be referring to Toadboy Gaming's video, which if you want to go and check out his channel, this is the name. But yeah, if we just quickly zoom on in, it seems like that apparently the Agony that we got is in fact a support unit, which I guess means that as of this very moment, since I already have a support unit, which is the Sprint Wagon, maybe he's not the best pick. But when it comes to the other two, you know, the Grimoire and the Roku, apparently they are really strong. And if I were to assume that he listed them in the exact order from, you know, best to worst, apparently Roku Dark is the best according to him. So I'm going to trust him and I'm going to choose Roku Dark. So let's just quickly unequip my Zenitsu over here and equip this bad boy, and I think from here I can go ahead and jump right back into the play section. Now I think from here what I'm going to do is I am going to continue going through the sand village levels until obviously I can unlock the double dungeon. So yeah, once again I'm going to be leaving you guys, and probably by the next time that you see me, we would have made some decent progress. And decent progress I was able to do. But before I go ahead and show you exactly what I've done, let's do a short recap. So you guys know how I said I was going to get right back to grinding? Yeah, there was a slight change of plans. And that was mostly due to the legendary which I had just chosen. Since you see, after I had decided which legendary I wanted to use, I first wanted to test him out and see how far he could take me. So I decided what better way to do that than to jump on into Act 1 Nightmare Mode, since that way not only would I be testing him out, but as well I would be doing a bunch of quests and challenges at the same time. Plus as well, I didn't think I would even be spending that much time anyways. I was probably going to lose on like Act 2 or something, Nightmare Mode, and then I can immediately jump on into the Sand Village. But then something ended up happening which I was not expecting at all. What I mean by that is, as I was going through and checking out how good Dark Roku is, it turns out that he was more than enough for Act 1 Nightmare Mode, and I ended up beating the level. But not only that, the same thing ended up happening for Acts 2 and 3, all the way up to Act 6. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the final boss of the level, and he's getting absolutely demolished. But anyways, after around like 45 minutes of Nightmare Mode later, we could finally move on to the Sand Village. Now, of course, I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Just know that when it came to how difficult it was to progress, it was actually pretty easy, I gotta be honest. So much so that I somehow spent even less time going through the Sand Village than it took me to go through all of the Nightmare Mode on Planet Namek. Pretty nice. But hold up, the surprises don't end there just yet, because the same thing ended up happening with the final stage, the double dungeon. Guess you could say that the legendaries that we had gotten were pretty OP. But anyways, just as I completed the final stage of the double dungeon, I ended up stumbling across a new problem. And that new problem came in the form of a brand new level. this time going by the name of the Legend stages. Now at first these stages were just like the ones we had seen before, except for one thing. They were much harder. I'm not joking, no matter what I did or how I did it, the same thing kept on happening. I kept losing again and again and again, to the point where I really did not want to keep on trying. Now, of course, there was an easy solution to this. I could just go in a public server and, ask or beg for a carry. But that's the boring way to do it, okay? I want to try and solo this thing. But if I wanted to go ahead and do that, I would need to make up for my big skill issue in tower defense games with nothing else but raw power. In other words, I would need to go ahead and get myself a mythical unit. But thankfully, that was the easy part, since there were technically still a bunch of methods I can use to grind out gems. For example, I could just go ahead to the very first level and keep on repeating it over and over to get 80 gems per round 1. Or the easier method, or should I say the lazier method, just AFKing in the time chamber. And yeah, well, flash forward a few days of us grinding and getting a bunch of gems. We are now back at the present, which means we can now go ahead and try getting ourselves a mythical unit. Now hopefully we should be able to get this Sung Jinwoo over here, since I've been told that apparently he's like the best mythical unit in the game. But even if we don't get him, I'm pretty sure these two mythicals over here are relatively decent as well. So let's just start summoning and let's see if we're able to get one. Oh! And there we go, we finally got a mythical Cha-In. Awesome. I don't think we've even used that many gems yet. Let's just quickly have a look and see. Oh, we still have 20,000, which means we have more than enough to get another guaranteed mythical. That's absolutely perfect. So let's just quickly finish using all of these gems. And not even a row later, you're joking. We got Sung Jinwoo. That is amazing. Do we still have enough for another guaranteed mythical? There's no way, right? No, we're just a little bit short, but I don't care at all. We managed to get what we wanted. Sung Jinwoo costing 1,700 and Cha-In costing 1,600. And oh wow, just have a look at their base stats. When you spawn them in, it's a guaranteed 426 damage at level 1, which is crazy. Compared to these Roku Darks, they're like 4 times better, 3 times better. And of course, just imagine the damage when, we level him up with, what else did we have with these items over here, senzu beans and whatnot. In fact, I think I'm going to use some of them right now. So let's just quickly select... can I please feed him? Yes, I'd love to feed him. Thank you. Add all, and that will bring him up to level 31. Let's just do that, and let's have a look at his stats now. You're kidding me. 856. Nah, okay, he's broken at this point. He's broken. The big question is, though, who should he replace? Because I'm not entirely sure if it's the smartest thing to replace him instead of Kakashi. Just in case, money-wise, I might have some money problems at the start of a round. But I don't know, maybe I'll end up finding out. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll have to see. And then for the time being, I think I'll just continue grinding, senzu beans and the foods and whatnot. Get Cha-In's level up. And then once I reach level 30, I'll be able to equip her. Now, of course, I don't want to point out that Sung Jinwoo is nowhere near being maxed, since we can go ahead and, for example, head on over to this NPC, the Ascensions guy, where if we want to, for example, ascend him, we can do so, making him 1-starred, which, having a look at his stats increases, all right, they're pretty decent, an extra, 30 damage. I'm not entirely sure if he maybe gets some other extra buffs, but I guess we'll see. In order to do that, though, we are going to be needing another one along with 3 shadow traces, which I'm not entirely sure where exactly you can get this. Maybe it's something to do with the challenges over there, but I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, we don't even have another Sung Jinwoo, so I can't even ascend him anyways. But not only that, what about evolving? What do I need to evolve this bad boy? We are going to be needing even more shadow traces, some green essence stones, then yellow version, pink version, and as well a rainbow version. And then not only that, it's going to cost you an extra 15,000 coins. But what about the damage increase? Is it something insane? It will get plus 35% damage, plus 2 new passives, and plus 1 active ability. ability. Okay, now that sounds really broken, which means we do need to grind for that as well, along with the ascensions. But what about things that we can control right now? Can we maybe give him a good trait? Since I'm pretty sure I do have some trait rerolls. Yeah, I do have 20 of them. What kind of traits can we get? Alright, seems like it ranges from damage increases to range increases and speed increases, and then pretty much the mythical ones are just like super bonuses. Let's quickly reroll like a few times and let's see if we can get anything good. I'm trying to aim for hopefully maybe at least one mythical. Ooh, marksman, that gives me 30% range. Alright, let's keep on going. I'm pretty sure that, you know, we can get something good with 10 rerolls. Scholar, no. Come on, let me see that. Ooh, okay. There we go. We got solar. And yeah, just like I thought, it is relatively broken. 10% damage, minus 5% attack time speed. I'm not entirely sure what SPA stands for, but I know it has something to do with time speed. But yeah, we managed to get solar, which is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna bother trying to go for the other one since I only have 5 rerolls. And then as well, I think to finish off the character and before we head back on into the legend stages, let's see if maybe we can get him some nice stats, since right now he has, let's see, yeah, CDE. That's not really that good, so let's just reroll all, and it's going to be absolutely terrible. I never want to see that again. Can I reroll again? You don't have enough stat chips. Can I use these ones, please? Oh, wait, okay, I see now. So if I want to reroll all, I need a stat chip. But if I want to reroll a specific unit, or should I say a specific substat, that's what the super stat chips are for. So let's see. Can I get maybe C? All right, B on attack. That's awesome. What about speed? B as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You love to see that. Now, hopefully this should be more than enough for us to finally defeat the legend stages, which in fact, by the way, I did as well unlock the double dungeon version. We can go ahead and do that as well, but for the time being, we do need to get rid of this one. So let's just quickly jump on in and let's quickly defeat it. And alright, just like I thought, Sung Jin-woo turned out to be more than enough, which means we can now head on over to the double dungeon legend stages. Let's see if we're able to defeat these as well. So this is going to be the first act done, which means we can go ahead and move on to act 2, which of course ended up not being a challenge at all. And then the final act that we are going to be doing in today's video is going to be act 3, where once again we have absolutely cooked. And now that that's done, I think we are pretty much done with going noob to pro in this game. Now, of course, there is still a lot of stuff that we can technically check out in this game. For example, we can try getting secret units, evolving the mythical units that we already got. However, I think that's going to be something that I'll do in another video, since the main premise of this video was to go noob to pro, and I think we've completed that. But anyways, if you guys did end up enjoying this grind and maybe you want to see me come back and make another video, maybe a part 2, or maybe just some other idea, maybe, I don't know, I grind for 24 hours straight, or maybe a week straight, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also comment down below your own ideas. Maybe there's something I haven't mentioned yet and you guys really want to see it. But regardless of what it is, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking till now. I'll probably be catching you guys in the near future.